rise it, we ain't shooting feet, we ain't touring. Mommy voted Labour, we was poorly, but I don't want you sobbing to my story. Made it out the trenches, now I got a taste, it's expensive. Cartier lenses, premium plus on the Benzes. I was dead broke, I had to mend it. I wink at my shooter, he gon' send it. Follow me, it's been a rocky road. I take my dog off the leash and have a proper stroll. Honeycomb, she my pot of gold. Told her if she stayed down to the end, we gon' rock and roll.
You gon' need 21 to salute me. All my friends is dead, so I'm tryna buy. I was bad in the streets way before I got bougie. Type of murders that you only see in movies. Shit's real when the raps is deep. Well, you know about waking up in jail from a dream that makes you wanna fall straight back asleep. 100 days, 100 nights, selling crack a week. I'm from the corner of the trap in the trench. Had to hit the sauna when I slapped up.
You ready to fight? You ready?
How good is this? A fight that many of us thought we would never see. Conor McGregor and Bruce Lee, they have locked the door behind them.
I mean, you gotta think that Conor in his fight stance, some of it is based off of Bruce Lee. Watching Bruce Lee compete, the fluidity that he moves with. Conor has a movement coach. It seems as though Bruce Lee has this just naturally. Right. It's a swagger about him, something that he carries that not many fighters possess.
Well, few fighters manage distance as efficiently and as well as Conor McGregor, and there's that left hand finding its home run.
Well, he does a great job of setting you up, man. You saw it in the Jose Aldo fight. The guy will just step back a little bit and bang, drops the straight left on you that can end your night. He not only throws this fast, he also is so accurate, and that allows him to finish so many fights.
Big power shot there.
Now some separation from his push position.
Side kick lands for him there, champ.
A lot of times that is used to manage pace.
Big left hand there from... As effective as straight punches we've seen all night.
Huge straight punch lands, and he's got him hurt very bad.
Under 3 minutes now to go in the round. Nice straight there by McGregor. All right, so an opportunity goes by the boards. He had him stunned, nearly finished, and now his opponent has recovered.
His opponent's recovered. Now he's got to deal with everything that he's going to bring at him. He should have got the fight finished at that time.
Oh, nice combination there. He is just killing him with volume tonight.
Jab, right hand, body shot, kicks. What a masterful show of different techniques and ability to throw in combination.
Looking to set up that head kick again. This one does not find the home. Nice technique on the side kick. All right, so a good series of kicks by him there. He has mixed it up beautifully, I think, on the feet tonight.
He is kicking everywhere tonight. He's doing a fantastic job.
That's as good a punch as he's thrown all night.
The punch that lands down the middle, the one that you don't feel, is the ones that land perfect, and that one landed perfect. Oh, my goodness!
Lee's hook shot blocked, though, by the defense. His job getting that guard up to prevent any further damage. All right, we'll see if he has any response here. His opponent continues to land. A lot of swelling upstairs.
Well, you got to move your head. You've got to be preemptive. You cannot wait until your opponent starts to throw something in your direction. You've got to avoid right now if you want to avoid having this become an issue.
Work, come on, work.
20 seconds to go in round one. Final seconds here of round one. Lee's nose is bleeding. Huge shot right there. Saved by the bell. That's the end of the round. You heard the horn, and it came just as he was stunned by a huge shot right before the end of the round. So, saved by the bell. Back to the stool. 60 seconds with which to recover. We'll see if his corner can keep his head in the fight. All right, so let us now check out some of the action in that round, DC. There was a whole lot of it, including a stunner upstairs that nearly closed the show.
It was a lot of action. It was back and forth action, but the big moment was that big strike to the head that landed, that put him on wobbly legs, and in survival mode, luckily he made it to the end of that round.
Ready to fight? Ready.
All right, round two. impressive fight. Nice job to block the shot there. So the blood really starting to flow. Every time that area gets targeted, that cut's getting worse.
It's getting worse and worse. And you see the blood starting to come down. That is when you start to watch the fighter to see what type of effect it's starting to take on him, whether or not he's reaching for it, whether or not he's confused by where it's at. You got to start to watch his reactions now as we go forward.
Well, this fight's been pretty crazy thus far. Both guys doling out a lot of damage, and neither seems too bothered by it, but clearly both parties are hurt.
Both guys are hurt. Both guys are fighting beautifully. Both are showing a lot of heart right now in this fight. They're both doing amazing jobs.
We'll see if he can finish. Good straight hand there by McGregor.
And everything's landing with so much power.
3 minutes and change to go in round 2. Oh, man, how many shots to the head can one individual take? I'm not a doctor, but that swelling suggests there might be something.
Oh, he's hurt bad. He's hurt bad, John. He's got to press him. He's got to go chase that finish down now.
Well, you got to think it's only a matter of time. Yup, referee stopping the action here. That swelling is getting out of control. This might be the end, DC.
It's bad. I mean, it's a lot of swelling. And it's the damage that he has taken over the course of the fight that is making him swell to a point that I don't know if he can continue.
Fighter trying to state his case to stay in the fight. It looks as though the doctor's going to allow him to continue, at least for now.
Yeah, but he's got to make some adjustments. He's got to keep his hands up, and he's got to keep his head off the center line.
All right, let's get to round 2. Well, he has really picked up the pace here in round 2. Much more aggressive. Right up the gut. I'm not sure his opponent knows where he is.
No, he doesn't know where he is. He's hurt real bad. That punch landed in the perfect spot.
Less than 2 minutes now to go in round 2. Well, you really hope that damage like this doesn't stay with him throughout his mixed martial arts career, but I'd be okay with not seeing him take another head strike at this point.
No, it's over. You could tell that the fight is done. It's on the ringside position or the corner to take a closer look and stop this fight.
Oh, McGregor's strike attempt there is blocked.
Hurt him again.
Still unable to find that precise range with the high kick. McGregor's cut now above the eye, courtesy of that strike. We will keep an eye on it as the fight continues. Head kick is blocked. Final seconds here of round 2. 10 minutes in the books. All right, so we hit the end of the round, and the fighter quickly makes his way back to the stool. The cut man hustles in to apply some end swell. This swelling has gotten out of control. All right, well, 1 minute of end swell can only do so much. Let us look back at some of the damaging strikes in that previous round.
It doesn't seem like it's going to do much, and if it does, he can't take any more of these shots. He was too stationary. He took everything square on the target. He's got to move his head, and he's got to be proactive instead of reactive in terms of his defenses.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Third round underway. All right, so after one of the more entertaining rounds in recent UFC history, our next round is upon us. Man, those guys both took some serious damage in that previous round.
They both took some damage, but they both gave it. They both gave it as well as they took it. Let's see who wilts and goes down first.
Strong defense here as the hook to the head is blocked. McGregor's bleeding from the mouth now. A cut there on his lip. That doesn't look like fun. Oh, side kick lands. Conor McGregor gets caught by yet another sidekick, and until he shows the offense that he can defend it, those sidekicks are going to keep on coming. Trying to inflict some damage here, but misses with the kick. All right, so at this point, maybe the ringside physician will indeed call the fight. Referee bringing him in to look at that damage.
Got to save the athlete from themselves. Too much damage. Stop the fight, ref.
He's taking a close look. Going back to the referee. Looks as though he's going to allow the action to continue. Fans like that decision, but for the compromised fighter, maybe got to take some chances now. He's
going to take a lot of chances now because he's got to rush. He cannot be as patient as he intended to be with that amount of swelling.
All right, so some definite damage underneath the elbow now on the side of his opponent. A lot of strikes to the body starting to add up.
Yeah, a lot of strikes to the body and mixing up the attack, not being one-dimensional, not headhunting inside the octagon. I think he has fought beautifully right now, and it's starting to show itself.
Block that shot there. Oh, he's landed a high number of total strikes here in the latter stages of this fight. He's really picked up the pace and landing far more strikes than he did in previous rounds. Less than 2 minutes with which to work here. Wow! All right, so at this point, the ringside position would be well within his right to stop the fight as the referee calls for him once again.
We get it. Toughness on full display, but this damage is too much. You got to stop the fight.
Yeah, that's going to do it. All right, fans don't like it, but he was rendered essentially a one-eyed fighter, and that is the end. It goes into the books as a TKO via doctor stoppage.
Well, he looks upset at the doctor's decision, but in time, he will accept that this is probably better for his fighting future.
Got to play better defense. All right, let us re-rack some replays for you now. Exciting fight as long as it lasted, but ultimately so much damage accumulated upstairs and too much swelling for the doctor, evidently.
I mean, it was nasty. You could see him growing a second forehead from all the swelling that he was taking. He was damaged, he was bruised, and he was getting that area of his body targeted over and over again. The referee had no choice but to get the physician to take a look at him.
Bruce Buffer to wrap it up.
Ladies and gentlemen, the doctor has called a stop to this fight, declaring the winner by TKO, Bruce the Dragon Lee.
So the legend Bruce Lee does it again. That was a prime performance out of the martial arts legend tonight. This man, of course, has had no shortage of challengers since coming to the UFC. And more often than not, he has had an answer for all styles. Bruce Lee, with authority, is your winner here tonight.